CausticLasagne, and I'm bringing you yet another video, and we're going to be continuing off from where I left off in the last Hammer video, where we were messing around with entities and custom doors and stuff like that. So what I've got here is Source Multi-Tool, and I've recently started using this to add more content to Hammer, and it will mount all the games that you need, like Half-Life 2, Garry's Mod, Team Fortress 2, etc. So that's what I'm using here, and I only just started getting it working because a whole bunch of red areas were popping up here, and it had to do with Source Multi-Tool's FGD directory. So I copied them over from the original games, and it magically fixed itself. Alright, so let's resume from where we left off. Oh, it's raining outside. That's going to be a very big rain on my parade. Get it? Funny. Anyways, okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show off displacement and use of the Vertex editor. You might already notice the terrain is just a little bit bumpy from before because I did a failed recording and I had to revert the map, so yeah. Okay, so let's get started with the displacement editor. First off, I'm going to delete that and copy that, paste, just for display purposes. Let's put some more realistic grass in there. Now they have access to way proper English, way better resources. So we'll do that, just make sure everything's in check. Yep, beautiful. Okay. Create a nice delicious sandwich between the two things. That's all sealed off in there, so no worries about that. And what you need to do to create a vertex terrain, i.e. bumpy grass, you need to go to the texture application, or whatever it's called, I don't remember what it's called, and hit the displacement tab. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to generate some bumpy grass. So you'll click create with the power of 3. 3 is okay for just basic grass, stuff like that. But if you want some more detailed grass, you'd up the number to about 10 and you'd get something a bit like this. However, if you do something like, I don't know, 25 and you go noise of about 15, that's what you get. Get something like that. It's a bit noisy, bumpy. Looks nice. But we're not going to use a noise of 3 because it'll cause a lot of lag and all that for slower computers. And we want to try and optimize this map as much as possible. So we'll destroy that. And go create. Power of 3. So, now, what we're going to do is go to noise. Type in about a value of 10. 10's okay. It starts off with a value of 3. Oh, it starts off with 0. 10 is pretty decent for what we're looking for. Yeah, that's not so great. Let's just do 25. Yeah, it's alright. It's a bit more bumpier. That's what we're looking for. Alright, so now we've got a tiny little problem. The grass is higher than the rug. So what we're going to do is we're going to lower the grass down a bit. Slim it down that way. There we go. And now what you want to do is you want to go back to the texture tool and click paint geometry. And left clicking elevates the nodes, right clicking brings the nodes down. And we want to bring them down to match the rug to about that height. So we shouldn't be seeing any yellow there. That's pretty decent. let's just map all the other ones because it'll affect the height of the overall line. Go. Just need to fix that up as well and put no draw. When optimizing a map, you want to make everything that is not visible no draw as much as possible, otherwise the map's just not going to be as streamlined as you possibly can make it. That's the aim of this map. This map must be absolutely streamlined. That is the goal. Now, I'm noticing that it's not exactly lining up. So I'm going to do a cheap trick with the Vertex editor, and we're going to lower it down just a bit more, about that height. And what we're going to do is elevate this out some more, holding Alt to disable the grid lock, and use the Vertex editor, this little thing, or clipping tool, whatever, I'm just going to call it the Vertex editor. And you want to see the lowest point here. That's where the lowest point is. We want to drag the line below the lowest point and create a smooth plane so that it just transitions onto the grass. And the red area is the part that will get automatically deleted when you press enter or to convert the changes. We don't want it to be deleted at the moment. You want to see what's going to happen. So clicking the icon toggles between different modes. So press enter. So yeah, that's too much. So we'll go back, undo the changes, click it again, and do something like this. Just see where that line is going to end up. There. About there is good. About there is good. Just because you want to create a gradual entry. And enter. Shit, crap. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What I want to do is I want to move this in just a tad because you can see the yellow edges. We don't want that. They just look a bit funny. That's all. Snap it back and do that. There we go. Wonderful. Matches crap. Hacks. I call hacks on that one. Alright, new trick. Do that. More hacks. Okay, well there you go. Problemo solved. In the most ludicrous means possible. Concrete ceiling is my favorite texture of all time. For that reason exactly. So we're going to do that. Alright. Now, because this video is going to be too short to end it here, I'm going to create a small parkour map and demonstrate some slight logic. So, what we're going to do is we're going to create a door and use a bit more of the Vertex editing tool. So what we're going to do here is we're going to drag two lines, here and here. You want to make sure you don't delete these, otherwise if you do, then you're just going to delete half the wall and it's not really going to work that well. And let's check how big the player is. It's good. And there you go. A perfectly awesome doorway. Now what we're going to do is copy this and paste it there. There's our little hallway. So you want to rotate this to 90 degrees, as it says on the bottom on the status bar. 90, come on. There you go, 90 degrees. Wonderful. And I want to line that up. there. Move it into the gap. There. And that's the same size. Wonderful. Now we're going to edit the texture and slim it down just a bit. 0.5 and set to 78. 0. Apply. Just make sure it looks a bit more like a rug instead of a vertical line down the side of a texture. It doesn't look really that fun. Do that. Oh, and look at that. Wonderful. We'll use the concrete ceiling texture again. Here. Even though it's not a ceiling, but I don't care because I still love this texture. Go. Copy that. And along the sides of the wall, you want to rotate it to 90 degrees. Try and get the textured side on the inside. Otherwise, you're going to have to retexture it, and we don't really want to do that. Just make sure it lines up with the grid lines again. Otherwise, you're going to be having a leaking map. And expand it to the size of the rug. Now, we've got a slight problem here. We no longer need this edge here. So, we'll go into the Vertex editing tool. And we'll cut that off. There. And press enter. Delete that. There you go. So that's how you use the Vertex editing tool there. And we'll put no draw there, because we're not going to be drawing the inside of a floor. And what's on this side here? That and that. Copy that there. And there. And now, what we're going to put in this room? Well, it's going to be a parkour map, so let's put down like a stone kind of texture. Let's go with like a castle theme or something like that. And we'll put down some water, and we'll mess around with the funk watery death to create a death water. Or we could just use kill triggers, either way. So when the player falls into the water, they die. Simple enough. So let's start by creating a lobby. Create a reasonable sized lobby, about this size. And we'll retexture the rug to fit there. Oh, I don't like it. Let's use a different carpet texture. Let's use... Oh, there's a lot more carpets. Oh, this is wonderful. There we go. Let's use fit on that. No, I don't like it. It's too big. 0.5, 0.5. There we go. Wonderful. Probably a bit big for a lobby. Yeah, it's probably a bit big for a lobby, so let's shrink it down a bit more. Doesn't need to be too big, so let's just do that. There. And there. That should be a reasonable size. And what we're going to do is gonna copy the wall. Stick it there. Make that the size of the room. To move it down. Wonderful. Let's see if there's texture on there. Nope. Alright, let's just no draw all the textures. let's just no draw the faces that aren't going to be seen. Look at this and this. And stick a texture there. Oh, it'll be a problem, do we? Oh, I hate it when it does that. Okay. Alright, time for a roof. I'm going to do 2 roofs, one for the hallway and one for the room. Whoops. There. And because I'm cheeky, we'll just rotate it 90 degrees if it wants to rotate. Yeah, it just has its own mind, it's all that. 180. And for ultimate confusion, use a rug texture. This is gonna look so trippy. The carpeted room. Actually, that looks rather nice. I'm gonna do that for the rest of the room. Copy the roof from there. Put it there. Put it up nice. There. Carpets everywhere. We want the texture to be treated as one, so it looks like it's sewn onto the wall. And if you really want to go for a bigger effect, use the Vertex editor and curve the edges so it looks even more like carpet. It's just gonna look, oh man, that's just gonna be so weird. Alright, how am I gonna solve this? That's already 0 by 0. Oh wait, no, let's just leave that. Let's leave that the way it is. Alright, now to make the parkour. What we're gonna do is make, let me think. Alright, I'm gonna extend the walls. Some more. About there. Now, I want to turn, no draw. Let's get a water texture. It's a whole lot more water than there was before. Let's use a dirty, swampy texture to represent poison water. Something a little bit more. Wasteland, canals, wasteland. Looking for the wasteland water, because that's the stuff that looks all murky and, you know, wastelandy. I don't think that's going to be wasteland water. But we'll see when we go into Gary's mod. It might be something a bit different. Anyways, do this. Alright, pretty easy, nothing too... Let's make it longer. Bit more water. And now what I want to do is I want to put the skybox texture up here so it looks a bit more like it's outside. Oh, we'll go tools. Tools, skybox. Naturally that's going to emit light, so we'll leave that the way it is. And we'll start making the entities that are going to be acting as platforms for the parkour. So we'll make 1 block sizes and have them a bit higher than the water so they don't get Z fighting. And put carpet on all of them except the bottom side. On the bottom side we'll do no draw. Oh, what I just did it. There we go. Come on, for real, Hammer. Just do that for me. Thank you. There we go. Okay, for this, I think this needs to be bigger. Because the player's going to try and jump, and then they're just going to not be able to jump. There we go. Now here is where I'm going to do something really, really, really sneaky. And really weird. Which side it's... That's what I thought. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that down. No, I can't do that. I have to do that. paste. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Vertex editing tool, and I'm going to curve the edge of that to whoops. It didn't really work out as well as I thought it would. 180. Ah, that's gonna look so weird. Okay, now for some proper stuff. How am I going to do this? First off, this needs to be a auto death. Yep. And if I'm right, falling in it will kill you. So... You know what? Instead of actually killing the player, let's teleport them instead. Because that would be a bit more... What's the word I'm looking for? Economical? No, not economical. Something else. Whoa, did you just see that? Whoa. Wow. That is cool. What we're going to do here is we're going to go trigger. So if the player falls into the water, instead of dying horribly, they will instead teleport. For that, we're going to need to move that to world. Trigger teleport to a landmark. Fantastic. Okay, so I've seen these in some Half-Life maps. So let's go landmark, info landmark, parkour, death, respawn. Move that up a node there. So players will respawn there. There it is. And we want to local. Let's just do parkour death respawn and parkour death respawn. Oh, rename it to 1 because we'll add more later as like a checkpoint system. Clients. There we go. Alright, so now we need to make something to we need to make something for the player to get across the water on. So let's start by making some slightly big platforms. They're gonna be easy to hop on, and then it'll gradually get more difficult as the player moves on in the parkour challenge. What we're going to do for a start is we're going to make it the size of the grid, otherwise we're just going to have a whole bunch of problems later down the track, and I'd rather avoid them. Right now, we'll make them all equal size later on. Let's make this a vertical bar. There. There. Oh, this is looking like fun already. I already want to be part of it. It's like the next Wipeout challenge almost. One there. It's the last jump. Bing. Beautiful. Okay, so what we want to do now is I'm wondering if I should use a funk door or a funk move linear. Let's just do door. But door. Because doors are much easier to use. And we want to move the door to the opening and closing point to where it is going to start and finish. Doors are very interesting entities. Oh no, I've tied them all to the same thing. Hate that. There we go. Alright, what I'm going to do is do this. Alright, so now I'm going to go Control T and type the door. Now, the way that funk doors work is that they move the length of the brush. So this entire brush is going to move to the length and stop the edge of that wall. It's going to move. We want to make a lip of -1, so we don't get any, or -5, so we don't get any Z fighting. Under the water. There it is. Enter. Control T. Door. Door. Now what I'm going to do here is a weird little trick. Because I only want these tiles to be so big. So, yes, I have an idea. That, paste that down, and it goes down even more, and do this. Haha. So we've essentially got a sliding tab that acts as like a guide. That's what we want to happen, like that. You want to tie these to a Control T funk door. Just to save some time. Oh no, alright. Just leave that the way it is to avoid breaking things. There we go. Alright, so this will be level 1 of the parkour challenge. And what I'm going to do, just because it's really starting to annoy me, I'm going to move this up and out of the way. There we go. Now, these are all doors, so we'll make the start sound. Alright. Just gonna make some small tweaks. The parts of the parkour elements that are protruding will need to have a texture. So we 0.25, 25, 25. And it somehow decided it doesn't want to apply my texture to everything. Why are you doing that? Hammer, hammer, hammer. Why must you mess around? It is annoying. Wonderful. Alright, so they've all got, well, none of them have. Alright, so now we're going to customize the setting of each door. Do delay before reset 2 and a speed of 100. Do 50. 75. Delay before reset 2. This is where it gets fun. 100. Let's do 25. 200. 50. Delay before reset 4. 0. 5. 3. Alright, so in theory this should work, although we have no logic. So what we're going to do is we're going to name them all. Name parkour platform 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to do logic auto. And what we're going to do is we're going to do logic auto. So logic auto. And when the map starts, no, I've got a better idea. Let's just do a button-based system. Alright. Front door. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a gate so that you need to press a button to start the challenge. Where is it there? No draw. And do gate. Yeah, well, I'm not expecting people to just jump over that. Okay. More buttons. Oh, right. Prop dynamic. Button. Oh, more buttons. Oh, no way. Huh. That's cool. I'm just looking for buttons with some animations. Well, that'll do. I think. Stick that against the wall. And do that right. So here I'm just setting up I'm gonna make that light blink so that players know that it's going to be that it can be interacted with. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this that doesn't need to be. Oh, no, I'll do that. Putting a random sequence of numbers will just make it distinguishable. And what I'm going to do is refine interval of 1 second, and every 1 second on timer, logic gates via this input toggle, and on add on fully open this model name prop button prop button 35 set animation. Alright. Okay then, so what's going to happen is that every 1 second this timer is going to go click, 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 click. And what I want to happen is I want to set an animation. So let's find the model's animations. Idle on and idle off. Let's leave it off for the moment. And do idle off, idle on. Let's make sure there's names. So and on fully open and on fully closed. It'll toggle them. Speed 500. Silent. And it is not interactable. Right. So that'll work. Now what we need to do is we need to create a button entity for the player to interact with. And if you've seen the previous tutorials, you know what to do. Invisible. Use opens. Now what we're going to do is we want to unlock the button so it can no longer be interacted with. Paste, paste. We want to gate, parkour, open, and prop button 35, set animation. Where is it? I think that's what it's called. Oh, turn underscore on. Ugh. Close. Oh, and need to activate all of the doors. Oh, all of the parkour platforms. Front door. I'm going to name them all differently because they've all got different speeds at which they operate. And I want to make it so they automatically move back and forward. They've all got the same base name, parkour underscore platform, so it shouldn't be too hard to hunt them down. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To make sure they're all right. Beautiful. And okay. Move the water back to where it was supposed to be. Okay, after a long and let's just compile this map already. Oh shit, oh shit. I remember she's gonna, don't do that. Good, we didn't. Don't copy to the game. There we go. Because it told me not to start the game, although I've done it before and I haven't had any problems, but nonetheless we're running in Gary's mod, not Half-Life 2. I'm pretty sure I actually set it to copy to Gary's mod. Yeah, there you go, Gary's mod maps. Oh, that's pretty useless. Alright, so I'll end the video here temporarily, and I'll see you guys when Gary's mod loads. Alright, welcome back everyone. In your absence, I just did a little bit of messing around in the lighting, and just fixed a couple of stuff that was broken. And yeah, worth mentioning would be that I quickly discovered that the teleporting hasn't been working, and after numerous changes to the map, I found out that you're not supposed to use landmark. You're supposed to use info teleport destination, set to the name of what you are doing here, and it will set it automatically with remote destination. Anywho, let's go back to testing this map. The lighting is semi-working. It looks kind of okay. The water's there for once. Let's get started. Oh wow. This is just insane. Oh, there you go. Up. Ah, damn it. Whoa. Come on. Oh, no. Here we go. Come on. Damn it. It all requires just precise timing. Yes. If anybody can actually get past this, I'm going to be laughing. Because this is just... Oh, I touched the water. There's a sky out there. And while I was on my little misadventure, I found out how to prevent brushes from being moved from their positions. Let's quit that. Alrightio. Let's do some final wrap up before we stop here for the moment. First off, to stop your brushes from being moved, you want to do that. Add Gmod allow physgun and set it to 0. That will prevent your brushes from being moved. Any kind of button entity will prevent it from being moved. So let's do the same for this dynamic prop. And these are going to be hidden, so it doesn't matter. And anything else, like this dynamic prop, and that. We'll add Gmod allow physgun 0. There. So now the physgun should not be allowed to pick up the objects here, and that will eliminate cheating. I don't think I set that. I don't think I actually hit apply. Oh wait, did there. It's not here. Okay, it's odd. Add Gmod allow physgun 0 apply. Alright, so let's go and hide that because it no longer needs to be seen. Invisible. Yep, beautiful. That texture does not exist for some unapparent reason, so let's... Oh, actually, pretty sure it does, but it's just not being seen. Let's try that. At the moment, I currently don't know how to set up info decals, so I will experiment some more and do another YouTube video on that later. But at the moment, let's go and run and test this map. We're back shortly. Alright, welcome back. The map has successfully finished loading, and here we are. Oh, yeah, I see that. Cool. So, as you can see, you can't pick up anything with physgun or any of that stuff. I'm going to turn off that guy because it's really starting to annoy me. I think I broke it. Just... Oh, there we go. Cool. By the way, so you can't pick up the gate with the gun, and you can't pick up the button with the gun either. Oh well, you can pick up that invisible brush there. I didn't really think it would be picked up, but yeah, there you go. We all know who's in here. Hi Alex, see you under there.
Gordon!
No thanks. thought it'd be really cool if I put some lights along the outside of here, and as soon as you press the button, like some cool music starts playing and all that. And then like when you fall in the water, it all closes up and all that stuff, and you press the button, it goes again. It's like circus music. It'd be pretty awesome. Yeah, oh, same challenge all over again, only it's really tough. What a troll. What a troll block right there. Stops halfway in the water and just goes back. No. Alright, well, I'm thinking about wrapping up the video here because it's been about enough time. So, yeah, couple of topics at the moment. So, yeah, most of the stuff that you normally would be able to pick up with a fizz button, you can't pick up with the fizz gun. So that eliminates the possibility of cheating. And there you go. Way to stop that from happening. We'll see you later. Anyways, so this has been another video by CausticLasagne,